stuff's going. There we go. Oh my God!
Oh my, what the?
Holy crap!
No pistons, no cams, no cranks, no nothing. I think I want to retire early. I don't want to mess with this stuff.
Well, it doesn't fly. It does have warp speed, for sure. Yep.
It really does?
Welcome to Hoovie's Garage, the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube, and I'm currently inside my Ford F-150 Lightning electric pickup truck in the front Frunk, where the engine used to be, but now it's an all-electric car. I got here in the Wizard's shop to have an inspection on my new truck before he got back from lunch. Now I'm playing a little hide-and-go-seek with him. Let's give Wizard a call.
Where are you?
Wizard! Hello!
The truck's here. I looked around, looked inside, looked in the bed.
Come to the front.
To the front?
Yes.
Okay.
What? I'm a Ford 5.4. Watch me drop a cam phaser.
What in the world are you doing?
This is my brand new F-150 electric Lightning pickup truck, and I thought you'd want to have a look at it.
I definitely do. I love EVs. This thing is amazing. And the fact that it doesn't have a 5.4 piece of trash in it.
Right, no dropping valves, no cam phasers. It's wonderful, yes.
Great.
It is fancy. I mean, as far as Ford truck goes, take away the electric part and it's just super complicated because I think, oh, no, there's a button here. Yes. There's that.
It has a ruler?
It does. You can measure things while you're sitting.
What kind of things would you lay up here and measure?
Well, probably wood before you cut it, or, I mean, whatever you would want to measure, I suppose, if you're a man alone with your truck.
I suppose so.
It has a step-out thing that I don't really understand, but, oh, actually it has a spring to it. That's kind of nice.
What's this guy do?
I think it goes up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So that's your handrail? Oh, yeah. That is for the boomers right there with the bad knees.
Oh, it definitely is. That is cool.
And then you even have a little power center here where you could run a job site or your house if the power goes out. I mean, it's some pretty serious stuff here.
You're not going to do that with no 5.4 piece of trash.
No, you're not.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Ford has a lot of reputation they need to make up for that really, really dark period in time with their Ford trucks. And
yeah.
I mean, the EcoBoost, the twin turbo V6s, they're
okay. They're not as horrible as the 3-valve 5.4s.
And then the diesels, the 6-liter diesel that was a total just disaster, right?
It was horrible, yeah.
Okay, that needs to go back in. You got it out. You put it back in. There you go. Very nice. But
and you don't slam the tailgate on this one. You just
I push a button, I think. Nope, not that button. You push a button. There it goes.
There you go. I think that's something waiting to break.
It already sounds like it's broken just going up.
Yeah.
But I love the light bar that they've done on the front and the back of this thing. I can't believe that they still keep the old number pad from the 1980s on these things.
I know, that's totally 80s, like the Lincolns and things.
Totally nuts. But you see no fuel filler door.
Nope.
It's right here. You punch this open and that's how you charge it.
That is so cool. That's the future.
Yeah. And then you found me under here, which I'm kind of curious what lies beneath all of this plastic a little bit. You see we have more power ports. It's just a ridiculous amount.
That's your 12-volt battery supply for like your radio and stuff in the interior.
Yeah, but then what goes down below where an engine used to be?
Probably steering and things. What does this do? Oh, that's a hook so you can hook things.
Yeah. Well, what's that in there to the right of the battery?
That's a cooler, some sort of a stacked cooler for maybe transmission. No, it doesn't have a it's probably a cooler for a
AC port there above it.
Cooler for the electric motors or something. It doesn't have a transmission. There's one there, and there's also a port right there.
Huh.
That's for the AC. Some sort of a. I'd have to see where the lines go.
Yeah. Well, and then underneath, I guess there's no. I don't know. There's got to be something down there.
There's some bolts there.
Right.
I suppose this all could come off this gasket and pull the tub out.
Are you wanting to explore?
Kind of.
Okay.
Will it void a warranty?
No, I don't think so. No. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. We have things.
There's a jump port for the 12-volt system.
Interesting. All right. Well, why didn't you just use it right there?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
And what does this look like here?
That's the back side of this plug-in for like your house plug.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yep.
Looks like a fuse box right here. A bunch of wiring.
Nothing that out of the ordinary as far as what would be around a normal gasoline-powered truck.
And to think that EV cars do away with coolant, they don't. They don't. There's this here that probably cool the motors or the electronics or something.
Yeah.
That probably goes to that cooler we saw down there.
And then normal brake system, looks like.
Yep, electronic brakes, of course.
Okay. Well, it looks like there's some interesting stuff beneath this trunk panel here.
Little tub. Let's get some bolts off and pull the tub. Now I need to get these Torx bolts, these anchors removed. Four of those. Let me make sure there's no others back here. There isn't. That should do it.
Oh my God!
Oh my, what the? No cam phasers in there.
Holy crap!
No pistons, no cams, no cranks, no nothing. I think I want to retire early. I don't want to mess with this stuff. Oh my God.
Okay, well, let's try and make some sense of it, I suppose. So, this is an air box for something?
This is probably a condenser for the AC. Since there's no radiator or anything here anymore,
Yeah.
so air blows over. You can see the AC lines and stuff coming in and out. But those are cooler, either coolers or AC. It's interesting, it has two separate AC units.
So I wonder if one's for the unit for the battery and one's for the cabin, right? Because there's ports everywhere.
Yeah.
Little Schrader valves everywhere.
It has two separate systems, it appears.
Okie dokie.
And there's some sort of a coolant pump.
Yep. And then we have very thick wiring harness there.
Orange means high voltage.
Ah, so I shouldn't touch that.
You probably shouldn't cut into it or mess with it.
Okay.
Here's your actuator that actually pops this latch.
All right.
There's a coolant bottle that we saw. There's the cooler.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like it has an expansion valve right there. That's weird. The AC runs into the coolant.
Yeah. Well, now we finally see the strut tower and all that, which, I mean, I guess that box kind of protects this stuff, but it seems like dust and crap would really collect under here really easily as far as keeping things clean.
Yeah, it's probably pretty much waterproof though. This is probably just an electronic control module. That's probably a big power module or converter or something.
The power inverter and then the front motor. It's a dual motor electric car, so the front motor would be underneath, right?
Yeah, it's down there.
Oh, we haven't found a battery yet. So what's in the oh, go ahead.
I think that's probably the whole bottom of the truck is the battery.
Really? So what's in the transmission tunnel then? Nothing.
Nothing, just more electronics and hoses and pipes.
Okay. Well, I'm terrified.
No kidding.
I was terrified of Rob's engine bay in his Bronco with that weird V6, but this is...
No kidding. This is your heater, I think. And it goes to your heater core right there.
Yeah,
It says
electric
hot,
heater.
caution hot and all that stuff. Electrocute, yeah. It's your heater.
All right. Well, I can definitely see why they wanted to cover this all up with a
tub.
nifty tub, because taking a look at that...
They may not make very many sales if this was shown to the...
I suppose, but then if you look at how engines are presented now, they're covered up by plastic, and you take the covers off and it looks terrifying, and you don't like working on them either, right? It's all brittle plastic that breaks, like that truck and the dashboard. You've been on that odyssey for a few weeks now.
It's getting close. It's almost done. I've just been taking my time because I don't want to snap or break anything.
Yeah, but imagine this when it's 20 years old.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know in 20 or 30 years, well, what are they going to do with these things?
Your beard will be white, but you will not be wrenching.
No, I won't be wrenching by then. I'll be retired.
Well, Magic Mike wanted to have a look because he worked at Tesla for a spell before he got written up by Elon Musk. Literally. It's a fun story where he had an angry customer and then they tweeted at Elon and Elon sent an email saying, reprimand that boy. And then you quit, right?
That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, that's the story of my Tesla life.
How does this look compared to Tesla?
Surprisingly similar. A lot of high voltage cables, of course. 2 air conditioning systems, it looks like. One for the battery, one for your cabin. Controllers, converters.
The coolant lines are just out of control.
Imagine you get a complaint, I got a coolant leak on my F-150 Lightning. Where's it leaking? There's like 500 hoses under here, and everything's cooled by coolant.
And then every coolant line is right next to some electrical thing that'll just...
And I could foresee that it leaking internally in the module and shorting it out and just frying it.
I'm terrified. Should we continue this horror show up on the lift?
Yeah, let's get the tub in it and then get it on the lift.
Are you enjoying this?
I am enjoying this. I like this a lot.
You want this for your future?
This is going to be my future more than likely.
Well, it probably better plan that way because it's going to go that way whether people like it or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
At least this steering thing looks normal. I know what that is.
The steering shaft?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice steering shaft.
There's the motor for the steering rack right there.
Yep. Okay. I recognize something. I didn't know what it was, but I recognized it.
Oh boy.
Is it playing the piano? Bung, 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 bung. Frunk emergency release activated. Check front contents. I turned it off and a ghost put the thing in park. It moved the shifter on its own. There's the ghost.
Ghost.
Scary. Here we go.
There's nothing but plates.
Steel plates, yeah. Yeah. I guess the hubs and the suspension look pretty normal though.
Yeah, they look like a standard vehicle.
But then it goes into something. Holy crap.
That's the motor unit there.
That's the front drive motor.
Trans strategy.
Interesting. Okay, well, it's a pretty compact little thing. Not much bigger than like a differential, I would say, huh?
Yeah, here's where our main battery hookups are. Look at all those hookups.
Oh, wow. So that is the start of the battery right there.
And it goes all the way back there. Look, more coolant hoses.
There's a lot more coolant hoses, and they are not in any kind of rhyme or reason when it comes to a pattern. It looks like the roads in Rome or a bowl of spaghetti or something, right?
It does.
Huh.
It's haphazard.
Okay. Well, it looks... I guess, is this some kind of pan? No, it's not. This is all just...
The battery pack, this right here, you can see it goes all the way.
So this is like the outer shell of the battery pack. Okay.
Yeah, this is like skid protection for the battery.
It is about the thickest metal I've seen on a car in a long time. Not the covers, but then the battery panel itself. Yeah, right here. Look how it sticks out here.
Mm-hmm.
This is some dense stuff. They do not want something puncturing and going into the battery. Otherwise, of course, it would short out, catch fire, and burn to the ground.
And the battery goes from basically the front drive unit all the way back to the back one. It's
yeah.
huge.
I mean, even with all this protection, you still hit something on the road.
I don't know, like if it went end over end or landed on a guardrail.
Yeah, or, you know, bottomed out in a ditch, like if you fell asleep and went off the road. It's got to take a huge hit. But what's interesting, compared to the Tesla, it's a lot of metal instead of plastic, you know?
Yeah.
They went with a lot of steel. But,
You don't see
whoa!
those on a pickup truck in the back.
Whoa!
Huge control arm.
Holy moly! So gone are the days of a giant 9-inch rear axle, I guess.
Yep.
Wow.
There's CV shafts, and there's the big drive unit for the back.
This is incredible. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, and then the rear drive motor is a lot more exposed than the front. Once again, a really itty bitty thing, you know?
And I think it's neat you could change these struts out without even taking the wheels off.
So there is one easy thing on this, huh?
There's a lot of easier things on this. You can see another control module up there. How many control modules does it have?
Enough, but I mean, I guess the basic principle of it is pretty simple because you have the big battery, you have a couple of inverters, right, going to both the front and rear drive motor. You know, there's not a transmission and drive shafts and yada yada yada, just basically electric power, putting it down to these motors, and the torque is just absolutely instantaneous. It is insane.
It is. It's like maximum torque at like 0 RPM.
It's just amazing to have that maximum power instantly, much like a Tesla, but it's otherwise a normal Ford pickup truck.
It's really, really cool. I really dig it. I like it.
Yeah, I need to take you for a ride because you need to experience this crazy thing.
It is pretty sweet.
But you don't want to work on it.
I don't want to work on it. It's not because I can't. It's because, I mean, my age. By the time I get everything geared up, I'm going to retire. It doesn't matter to me. But someone like Magic Mike, I could totally see him diving into this.
All right. It's so weird to see part numbers that are so new. This was made July 13th, 2022.
Wow.
So 45 days ago, this truck was in 1,000 pieces, basically. It's as new as it gets.
One thing that's really cool is we can be not the smug on South Park because there's no exhaust pipes.
There's nothing. Yeah, you can see the bed right there, which there's the cheap aluminum that they talk about to make it lighter, but they definitely added it on with that steel plate.
Yeah, definitely.
Jeez. Welcome to the future, Wizard.
It is definitely. It feels like the Jetsons in here.
It is the future we all thought we would have, except the cars aren't flying. But other than that, sci-fi kind of got it right, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did.
Or really, is life just imitating art? I mean, watching Star Trek and the people watching that wanted to emulate it, you know? Mm-hmm. But, while it doesn't fly, it does have warp speed, for sure. Yep.
It really does? Holy crap, man. I've never experienced that much torque before.
Yeah. Well, now that you're all wet. That dual motor has a little torque steer in the front too, which is kind of funny.
Holy cow.
But the braking is pretty wild too.
Is it? Holy shit.
Yep. I mean, that's better than most like modern supercars, you know? And then it's crazy.
It's like a supercar truck.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm going 50 and you floor it, it sort of peters out now. I mean, the acceleration isn't as brisk, but still really impressive, and you are really wet.
Sorry about the water all over your car.
I think it mostly got on you. But,
we'll wipe it down back at the shop.
One last little romp here.
Whoa!
So would you own one of these, Wizard?
Absolutely.
When you retire and you live in the George Jetson life, you'd own an electric Ford?
Absolutely, I would.
Yeah, I really like him too. I have nothing against him. I really wish the battery range was better. This one's only 230 miles because it's the standard range, which that's not enough. If they doubled it, good. If they tripled it, then nobody can ever complain ever again. And I guess China's come out with this 1,000-kilometer battery, so I imagine we won't be too far behind. We'll see.
I think if they can come out with a 500 or 600 or 700 mile range and it can recharge in 20 minutes, gas cars are done. Nobody's going to want gas cars anymore.
But then the Wizard won't work on them.
No,
He'll retire.
But Magic Mike will.
I'll lose the Wizard. No hoopty EVs for me, and everything wrong with the car Wizard.
No.
That's sad. Thank you for watching.